Welcome, Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising. This is your month ahead reading. This is a timeless message. And today we have the Star and Sea Glass. This is about transformation. For you, it's about trusting in the transformation. You have done a lot of internal work. You have really shifted things on the inside. Your thoughts are more aligned with who you really are. You're more open, more receptive than you have been in a long time. It feels like you were very closed off from your life. It feels like it was because there were a lot of things in your life that really were not for you. I'm getting that you were feeling like you were living someone else's life. Like you kind of woke up one day and you were like, how did I get here? Like, why? Like this, none of this is for me. I'm not happy in this job. I'm not happy where I live. I'm not happy with this partner. I'm not happy with my family. I'm not, like, none of these things are working for me. Like, how did I get here? And when you started to, like, when you realized it, you know, things kind of, they start to fall apart. Like when you become aware of more of your truth, when you connect more deeply with your authenticity, the things that are not a match to that authenticity become glaringly obvious. And you look out at your life and you're like, how did this become me? And I don't know if you know this or not, but this is coming through very strongly. You were in default mode. You did not know then that you could change your mind, that you could change your mind and therefore change your external reality. So without that knowledge, feeling like things just sort of happen the way they happen, and now on this side, after the awareness, you may have felt like you need to leave the job, leave the partner, leave the place you live. You don't have to disrupt all of that stuff. It all will change to help, to help. It will all shift to match who you are now. But you have to allow space for that. You have to allow time for that transformation. So for you, this doesn't feel like an internal transformation. This feels like trusting in your already complete internal transformation and recognizing that it just is a matter of 3D time for it to manifest in your outer reality. So in our star card, you're being really called to trust in, to trust the process. There, that's it. Trust the process. Remind yourself that everything is always working out for you. You have the power of choice in absolutely every situation. If you're like, well, no, because this isn't working for me and I hate it and I don't like it. Okay, shift the way you think about it, give it a couple days, and then watch how it shifts outside. This is the calling. This is the invitation. This is the point of profound manifestation. I feel like you're like right on the other side of the door is really like everything you've ever wanted. And in the realizing that all of these things in your life are not for you because you're getting more. Sometimes this happens with meditation, actually all the time, like pretty much all the time this happens with meditation. When you are a person who has never meditated a minute in your life and you start doing that and you start creating space for that very quiet inner voice to come up and speak its truth, if you've never made space for that in the past, it can be kind of a jolt, and you're like, whoa, that's my inner truth. Like, I didn't hear it before, I didn't know it before, but that inner truth does not match up with what is out here. And things will start to feel like a prison. Like, you will start to feel trapped in your own life. And it feels like the core of this message is a reminder that you are not trapped in your own life. You don't have to take action to change everything. Everything outside of you is already transforming to match your internal landscape. So when you observe the partner that's not treating you as well as you want to be treated, can you react to them as if they are treating you exactly how you want to be treated, and do that for a couple of days and just see how they shift? If you hate your job, can you start behaving or acting as a person who is in love with their job, and then do that for a couple of days and see how that shifts for you? The realization that you don't like these things is what has manifested outside of you. You can also find things to appreciate about these things, and the things that you appreciate will grow outside of you. They will shift into exactly the life that you want if you mindfully use your focus in that way. It requires a profound depth, a certainty, not just hopefulness. I know in the star card we're like, oh, just hope for the best, and it's all gonna be great, and it'll work out, everything's working out for you. No, fucking certain. Be certain. You know that it's working out for you. Everything is transforming in your life to match who you are on the inside. You've gone through an intense transformation, which feels like it was taxing, feels like it was hard. Of course it's hard. Being born is hard. Being reborn is harder. It is a challenge, and you've done it. You move through challenge like it's your job. Like, it's just such a natural thing for you to meet a challenge and overcome it. That's how you've gotten to this point of internal transformation. So now it's just a matter of letting go and watching it manifest, but being mindful with your thoughts. For all of the things that you notice in your outer reality that you don't like, they cannot shift if you are still focused on them being what you don't want. Find something within that thing that you do want. Find something within that you love, and let that be your focus, and then the rest of it will shift to match what you want. Whew. Also, the message in our sea glass card: your future is being rewritten. Feels like an important aspect of this. It is, if you are not familiar with like timeline shifting or timeline jumping, feels like that is something that you've done. And it happens whether you know that it's happening or not. It's just like law of attraction. It's just like gravity. Like, it happens. It's always taking place whether you're aware of it or not. So it feels like you have shifted into a timeline. And now all of these new possibilities will start to open up. So whatever you thought, like, this is a time for you to think outside the box. That's a really strong, so in our star card, we also have Aquarian energy. And that is a really beautiful ability or power of Aquarian energy, where you can think outside the box. You are being invited to recognize that you are not in a box. It looks like it. Like, the 3D structures make you feel like you are stuck in this box. Inside, like in your heart, like in your mind, like you, like deeply, you know better. You know that this is not it. This box that you're in. You know that you are not stuck. You are not imprisoned. You know that you are not trapped here. But the way out is to change your mind, to change your thoughts, to think outside the box, and let that be your internal reality, and then the box dissolves. The box dissolves. I asked your angels to give us a number for the next 30 days or so that you can keep in the back of your mind. That will be their sign to you, or their confirmation that they are supporting you on this path, that they are surrounding you, related 1111, related to this message in particular. And your number, (272). Confidence. Oh my goodness. Be certain. Be certain. Confidence in the absolute knowing that everything around you has to shift to match your internal vibration. Everything has to. It is physical law. Everything around you must shift to match your internal landscape. So it's not a hopefulness. It's not a say a prayer and hope for the best. It is not just optimistic. It is knowing for certain that everything you want is right on the other side of the door. You are already living the life that you want to live, with exactly the partner you want, exactly the job, exactly the money, exactly the family, exactly all of the experiences that you came here to have. You already are in the perfect position to start living them now. It just will take a few days. It only will take a few days of you falling in love with everything the way that it is. And then watch how it reflects back to you. 272 is the number we're looking for. I'm also drawn to these colors because these might be very healing colors for you, like this blue, teal, green blending. It's even in our star card. So this could be a very healing color palette for you, or a sign from your angels that they are around you when you see these colors. So that's our message for you today, Capricorn. If any of this resonated, I would love to hear about it in comments. If you liked the message, if you could like the video, would be beautiful. I'd love nothing more than for you to just subscribe if you would like to see more content. And I hope you take good care of yourself. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Till next time.